Heyo everybody, Haku here, getting back into things with this week's read through of The Promised Neverland. So we got 4 more chapters. We're going to do chapters 68, 69, 70, and 71. So I'm excited for this. I freaking love Goldie Pond. The whole concept of it is amazing. I'm sorry this is up a few days late. I'm still just trying to get back into everything, get everything right and back on schedule from the holidays and everything. And it might take me another week or two to get things fully back on schedule. But I didn't want to take a week off. I wanted to still have this video and still do it this week. So yeah, we're getting it. Oh man, I'm too excited to read. So Goldie Pond is this badass freaking hunting ground, and the whole concept is amazing. This arc is looking like it's going to be turning out to be great. We have a potential here for Emma to make a lot of new allies, which I think is really cool. Clicking onto the page for chapter 68, I see this one character that I thought was a boy at first, but she might actually be a girl. I'm not really sure. Doesn't really matter much either way. But I feel like since they have kids here that survive a bit, I wouldn't be surprised if there is perhaps one or maybe even more people from the B0632 man. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more of his allies or more of the people he grew up with that actually survived here. And they could have a reunion, and it would be incredible. It would be great. So yeah, I think that's a possibility. I think that's something we might get into. And we know that there are 5 noble demons and their retainers here. So we got Lord Bayonne, we got Lewis. Was he Archduke Lewis or something like that? And then there was this one weird looking one on the throne that Emma almost legitimately killed. And then at first I was thinking the female looking, it feels weird to say the black one, but literally their body was just full black all over. Again, that sounds really weird. But I thought the female looking one was one, and the male looking one was one of her retainers or whatever. But I actually think the 2 of them might both count, and that rounds out the 5. So yeah, I'm interested to learn more about them because I want to know more about Demon Society. I mean, they have like... are those 2 black ones, are they brother and sister? How did genetics work? How do the demons reproduce? So much we don't know about how their society works, how this world works. And another thing I'd like to see that I've talked about a lot in the series, right before I get to reading, sorry, this is kind of turning into a long intro. But one thing I'd kind of like to see is, how do I word this? Like in real life, we kind of farm like pigs and cows and stuff, and I'm not going to get into whether that's right or wrong or anything. I'm just saying we kind of do that, and a lot of people in society just are like, yeah, I eat meat, I don't really pay much attention to where it comes from or anything like that. So are there a lot of people in Demon Society that are just going along with their demon lives, living, doing their demon jobs and all that, and they eat human meat, but they don't really pay attention to how it's farmed or where it's coming from very much? Is it possible that there are just demons like that? And does that make Sungju and Musica like demon vegans, essentially? How does this work? So, it'll be pretty cool to learn more about their society, I think. And I think we could get a little bit of that this arc. But, you know, slow storytelling, good storytelling. Pace it out. Let's see what we get here, though. Let's actually start reading chapter 68. The important thing is to buy time. Run and hide until the music plays again and you're saved. Do your best to survive. Oh, and where we ended off, Lewis was about to kill those kids. And I really hope he doesn't, but I think he was going to do that to make Emma more vengeful and make her want to come after him. But we'll see. Do your best to survive. And we see Emma and that kid who... Yeah, I thought it was a guy at first, but this panel, the face looks very feminine. So I can't tell. I'll help the kids get away, as many of them as I can. I won't let them die, thinks Emma. When someone is right before my eyes, within my reach, I just have to help them. The Promised Neverland. Okay, we've got translate page, moving on. We'll get away, one way or another. Alright, and then her and that kid, and there's a third kid with them, all look up and the music is playing. We see the black demon. Chapter 68. That's just how it is. Okay, as the music's playing, a brief respite in the secret hunting garden. I really like this panel, where we see the same city we were seeing before, but now with all the scraped up and injured kids limping through it. And so some of these, I wonder how long some of the ones that have been there for the longest have survived. Because we know there were ones giving a briefing to the new kids. I wonder how long some have been there. It's over. We're safe. Is anyone hurt? And we have people coming out with first aid kits. Come here for help. And all the kids are gathering medicine. So they have proper medical care here. And then Emma thinks to the one kid whose arm was hurt. Oh right, Theo was hurt. Man, I think they're going to be dead. Theo, Monica, Jake. Well then, let's meet again later. How is Theo doing with that injury? Monica and Jake must be fine too, right? And then Emma looks. Phew, there he is. And then he's collapsed on the ground. Emma? He's alone. Where's Monica and Jake? She says, and now we have a flashback. Yep, Lewis is gonna kill them to piss Emma off. Run. Why? How did this monster get in front of us? I thought you'd choose downwind. Smart girl like you would point them in this direction and separate. You're as good as I'd expected, thinks, Lewis. Well then, I don't find much sport in hunting rabbits, but... I gotta say it. She's from Gracefield. But... I can't. If I tell that horrible thing, Emma will... And they're still running. He pulls out the hatchet. I suppose any of these will do. And he steps forward and jumps in front of the one with the injured arm. Theo? Eh? What am I doing? Theo, Monica yells back. Hunting rabbits is poor sport. However, this will make you all the more stronger and delicious. And he thinks about Emma. I want that animosity of yours. Theo, run. And then Jake jumps in the way. Brother? My bad, Theo. Sorry for being a crappy coward of a brother. I can't even say how I felt after that. So ashamed and pathetic and miserable. This time is different. Even if I'm shaking with fear, I'm still your brother. It'll be fine. Go. Run. And live. And we see Jake being killed. Live, Theo. Run, Theo. Don't you look back, says Monica. Why? Why is this happening to us? This isn't real, right? My bro, Jake. Jake. And they're both crying. And then he kills Monica. They're dead. He killed both of them, says Theo. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Sis. Jake. Monica. Man, I'm starting to tear up, and this panel with Emma is so good. Oh my god, this is a good looking panel. I can't even imagine how good it looks with the volume artwork. Man, that's so good. And we see the demons sitting around eating. Yeah, and it is those 5. Alright. Man, this is crazy. Page 17 now. And we see them eating, juxtaposed with Theo screaming, and all the other kids mourning. Man, how many dead? A total of 4 today. 4. I see. Same as always, huh? And then Emma is crying on the stairs. Are you sad? That's just how it is, you know. Every time somebody has to die. You couldn't help Jake or Monica, but in exchange you managed to save one life, right? And you did well. There are situations where there's just nothing you can do, no matter how hard you try. And now we have a flashback to Lewis in front of Theo. You can go. I'm letting you go. I won't kill you too this time. Okay. Are you shocked? Furious? Then let that fury be thy guide, and take revenge on me. Tell this to the red-haired girl. Real life proves to be overwhelming. My name is Lewis. Do not just run away all the time. Join the hunt and come at me. And we have Emma being so pissed off on the stairs. Man, Lewis is an intense villain. It's good, though, to see them telling this really deep story with a really cool villain after we had such a cool story with a cool antagonist in Isabel/Crone. Mostly Isabel, though, being the antagonist part of it. And now we're getting that again, finally. But, yeah, let's move on into Chapter 69. I guess, let me grab a sip of water. Probably best to keep my throat moist. But either way, let's start with Chapter 69. Jake, Monica, and Emma still mourning, coming to grips with her own powerlessness. I really want her to meet some of these other kids that have been here for a while, though. I couldn't save you. I couldn't do a single thing. I won't let them die. When someone is right before my eyes, within my reach, my reach is completely worthless. Alright, translated page, moving along. My name is Lewis. Join the hunt, and come at me. Weapons seem to be allowed. They didn't even take my gun. A secret playground, meaning that to these poachers, human resistance is just another game. A game. Damn demons. For the sake of a game, 2 people are dead. For the sake of a game, Theo is all alone. I'll never let it go. Hey, listen to me. And the kid slaps her. Sorry, get up. I've been chasing after you all morning. Now's your turn. Come, follow me. There's someone I want you to meet. In the depths of despair, an invitation. Okay, and we see that big windmill that's been in the center of town. Chapter 69, someone I want you to meet. Alright. A windmill. And they knock on the door. It's me. Okay, so it probably is a guy then. It's me, Adam. Open up. Or maybe they're calling to Adam. So never mind. Maybe they're saying, it's me, Adam. But we have another guy with a mark on his shoulder. So he must be from a pretty nice farm then. I brought her. Okay. And now we have this collection of older looking kids. Hello! The girl on the left with all the buttons looks cute. Hello there. And the guy on the far right looks really cool with the ring around his eye. Okay, we have some cool designs here. Oh, those 2 were the ones giving medical care, and she remembers 2 of them. I'll introduce you to my comrades. From the right, these are Sandy and Zach. They do relief aid. Nigel is our mechanic. Sonia's the second in command. Pepe, Gillian, Paula. They're in charge of provisions. So, I don't know the order. So the middle one, is that Gillian then? So Gillian is the girl with the hat. Cute. Or maybe they mean Jillian. I'm cool calling her Gillian, though. So Sandy is a guy, then? I don't know. Still confused at some of that. Them. Then there's me, Violet. And also, Violet... So you're a girl after all, says Emma. Okay. Oliver, our leader. Nice to meet you. So Oliver, I wonder... He looks kinda young, so maybe he isn't from the one guy's group, but still. Nice to meet you. 9 members in total. We all know the truth like you, and we're surviving together in these human hunting grounds. We're the ones who managed to stay alive for months, years in some cases. Okay, so some of them are years old. We'll see what happens. And what's your name? Where'd you come from? Says Gillian. I'm Emma. I escaped from the Gracefield plantation and ended up here. Are you all escapees too? Nope. All of us were taken here as live game. Okay. Just like all the other newbies. Okay, and they all must be from the same farm because they have similar markings on their chests. Okay. Just like the other newbies you've seen. We're all from Grand Valley, the plantation that Lord Bayonne manages as a purveyor. Okay, so that's how he's smuggling kids. Grand Valley. I've read about it back at the shelters, one of the 4 high-grade human farms. So they're not from Gracefield, nor from that man's Glory Bell. Okay, that makes sense then. Lord Bayonne, purveyor. The other kids supplied here are almost always from Grand Valley too. We think it must be the only one where Bayonne has any influence. Including you, there's only 3 kids from other farms. And you're the first one from Gracefield. And a real escapee, even. This place is just as you've seen. Right? A playground where monsters hunt humans. Every few days they come as if on a whim, hunting us in the morning. How often? Every few days. It's all them. They have their jolly little hunt, replenish their losses, and it repeats. This is, and she looks at all the weapons. These are the toys they gave for us to play with. They somehow appear to be unkillable, so they themselves give us these. A great many of our kids so far went to fight them with these in hand and died. Then again, many more children can't get their bearings in time. Before they can even understand what's happening, never mind even trying to hold a weapon, they lose their lives. Those monsters this place they've killed and killed and killed. Even then, we endured death, earnestly surrendered and found keep on surviving. It is. We're going to destroy this playground with our own hands. Okay, this is cool. Emma's new allies, then. We're going to kill them. Every single one. Because the hunting ground is a secret, their number is limited too. The other monsters don't know about this place, and they can't afford to let them know. The poachers don't call reinforcements. Even if this is found out, it would take a while before anyone took action. We will kill them all, and take everyone to a human village. Human village, thinks Emma. I'm fed up with swallowing sacrifices and just running away. It's about time for the payback. So now Emma needs to tell them how to actually kill them. We want your help. You who know the truth and still dare to face them. Roger that. I want to destroy this place too. However, I have to ask you something. How did you learn about all that? About the plantations, the demons, the outside world? If you're not escapees, then how? A certain someone told us. Someone. Yeah, we're all his agents basically, his hands and feet. Okay. The only adult here. His existence is a secret, okay? Oh my god, is it actually going to be Minerva? He's unaccounted for. I told you, there was someone I wanted you to meet. My god, is she finally going to find Minerva and he's actually here? Nope, never mind. Nice to meet you, I'm Lucas. Yo, Lucas is probably the guy's friend. Yeah, she remembers him. I'm Lucas. Huh, shocked by a sudden twist. Man, I just got chills. It can't be Lucas, whom that man has... You got a pen, right? Let's talk about William Minerva. Man, hype, all my hype insane, I need water. My god, and Lucas looks badass too. Emma, tell this man's everything. Tell them all everything. Tell them about the gateway between the human world and demon world and the promise and all this shit. And tell them there aren't any human settlements. This man was supposed to be dead, and he knows about Minerva. Well, we'll be taking our leave then. Thanks. Lucas, she thinks. Just tell them. I hate when characters do this, when they have this information and they just don't tell people. You shut the hell up, Lucas. So he's alive. Is this really the Lucas? Excuse me, but are you from Glory Bell? Could it be that you've come from B0632 and you're a friend of... the gear you're wearing? I figured you must have been to B0632 too. Then, yes, I knew. But what I most wanted to know, I'm terrified of asking, it's been over 13 years already. Is that guy still alive? And then she smiles and nods. And he starts to tear up. I see. That's great. I'm happy. That's great. Overflowed with hope, their smiles blossomed. Those days won't ever come back, only grow more distant. Chapter 70, Hide and Seek. Man, I love this, and we see the 9 characters from before, or 8 of them at least. Maybe, oh no, duh, it's not them, it's that guy with Lucas. Okay. Looking at me must be off-putting. Sorry about that. No, not at all. This is wonderful. I want to tell the news to that man. He'll be so happy. He thought you were dead. He thinks he lost all of his old comrades. I'm the only other one who managed to escape alive. And at that time, I thought I was dead too. And now we have a flashback. Go, and he's letting the man run ahead. Yeah, go for it. Reach the human world. Even if you gotta do it alone, do it for us. At least one human will survive. Trust me. I'm not letting these monsters go after you. Oh, and it was Lewis. Because for all of us, you're our only hope. Okay, and he's limping away without an arm. And Lewis catches up to him, holding the arm. Is this the best I can do? And somebody finds him. This way. There was a girl I didn't know. In fact, I'd never seen her face before. That girl told me she'd been hiding for a long, long time, to escape from the monsters. She'd been playing hide-and-seek somewhere they'd never find her, and they didn't, so I could escape too. It's all thanks to her. She gave me shelter. I believe by now the poachers must have decided that I escaped along with that guy, and I kept in my hiding place in this windmill for 13 years now. I've become a man who isn't there. The only ones who know of my existence are Adam, the other 9 kids from before, and you. What about the girl who saved you? She died, about 5 years later, out of sickness. In the following 8 years, I often thought of escaping this place alone. On top of this disability, I don't have a pen, but if I made a last desperate effort, I could reach the shelter, meet him again, tell him that I'm fine. However, whenever my thoughts went that way, something else would come to my mind. The bitter resentment of my murdered comrades. The screams of the small kids running for their lives without even understanding why. The terror of that girl. So, I wonder then, so how did the guy escape Goldie Pond to even begin with? Seemed kind of odd. But either way. I will put an end to this hunting park. I'll never let them go. So I gathered comrades who felt the same way, and taught them. The skills, the information. I shared everything I had. And now we see those 9. And besides, there's another reason to stay put in this place. We have to crush the playground in time for him to come back. I found it, here in A0863. I found out why Minerva summoned us here. The place where that girl took me at first turned out to be that place. And then he opens the door. There's a hidden tunnel here. It leads from the windmill to the forest. After that there's a door. It wouldn't budge at all. Needs a key. Okay. Do you think that... Yeah. The key is the pen you're holding right now. 13 years later. I'd never think the chance would come up like this. With you here, we can find out what's beyond that door. Bring your pen and head here. Let's go. I'll take you to Minerva's door. To Minerva's true goal. And now, okay, we're cutting away to what Ray and the guy are doing. One day non-stop. Did we finally shake them off? Get serious. The poachers don't give up like that, don't give up that soon, says the guy. Poachers, hunting grounds. I'm serious. We have to get Emma as soon as possible or else. Where are we anyway? Or actually, the poachers... It's weird. The poachers didn't take him to the hunting ground, so the girl took him to the hunting ground? How was she not in the hunting ground then? It's so odd. It's really odd. I'm not entirely sure of how they got to Goldie Pond or anything. Get serious. The poachers don't give up that soon. Okay, I'm serious. We have to get to Emma as soon as possible. Where are we anyway? Damn, Emma kept the pen. I'm going to Goldie Pond, even if I have to go alone. We're already there. Duh, and the guy still has his pen. Goldie Pond is right in front of us. Okay. Goldie Pond is right here. And it's just an empty area. No, it seems right. The surroundings suggest water, or a lake, but how can it... I told you, didn't I? It's a secret hunting park. Came from the outside, from the outside you can't see a thing. But then, no way. Yes, it's just like the shelter. The hunting park lies inside the earth. Okay, it's underground. You can get inside if they catch you, but that's not an option. If we're up to save Antenna Girl, we can't let him know we're here. The hunting park means death, but even then. There are ways inside, the entrance used by the monsters, and if it's still there, the path I took when I escaped. Okay, so that explains it then. It's hell itself in there. If I go in, nothing says I'm ever getting out again, but damn. Heads up, boy. We're breaking into Goldie Pond. Okay, this is so cool. So now we have Lucas and Emma going to the door. And this is page 1 of 71. I will take you to Minerva's door. Behind it, the truth that she longs for. Ever since I've been thrown into this hell, I kept wondering, why did Minerva call us to a place like this? I thought about it too, you thought about it too, didn't you? So he must have been from so long ago that maybe he didn't know it was like this? Who knows? That maybe it's been a lie from the start, that Minerva's one of them and that letter was a trap to lure us here. Something like that. You never doubted him at all. And he looks at her. Finding that door made me worry even more about his true intentions. Is he really an ally, or is he in fact against us? I wonder how many times did I wish I had a pen, but there was no way to get a pen in here. Or to get a pen here. I thought I'd never have a chance to find out, and then you came. Here it is. Beyond merely... And how did people get the pens to begin with? Because they ended up getting one, and then so did Crone, because that's where Emma got hers. So I wonder how Crone got it to begin with. Beyond merely living in peace. You thought about it didn't you? Must be a lead about the human world. And that letter was was a lure to trap us here. That letter will prove Minerva's true intentions. The answer for everything is behind this door. The Promised Neverland. Finally there. Chapter 21. True Intentions. Man, this has been probably one of the hypest read-throughs so far for this. There's no keyhole. P-E-N. So, the pen is the key. She pulls it open, and the door opens by itself. They both look shocked and then grab the doorknob. And then enter into a control room looking area. Huh? What's the meaning of this? They're all looking around. The temperature, ventilation, power, plumbing, a time, and a dummy sky projection. Can this entire hunting park be controlled from here, or is it just a monitoring room? But why? What does it mean? Emma, this room. Lucas, this way. Look. She calls him over. A lake. No way, this deep underground. Behind that door is a lake, and it looks golden. Can't believe it. Yes, this must be it. Our destination point on Minerva's map. Of course, it's the real Goldie Pond. The Goldie Pond, and the pen says welcome to Goldie Pond. Here. The goal's been here the whole time. Minerva wanted us to come to this lake, right? Not to the hunting park. If that's what he wanted, then it wasn't a trap at all. Could it be that this place wasn't meant to be a hunting park? If so, how come it was turned into one? Oh, maybe the entire village was built to be a human settlement, but Bayonne took it over and made it into a hunting park. If so, how come it was turned into one? Where is Minerva? What's the truth behind this place? Lucas, look, that cabin. What? It's floating. No, must be an optical illusion. The depth, the translucency of the water are such that they bend light that way. What's with this water? Yes, this is weird. You can't touch it. The water's pulling back, bouncing off, then disappearing. None of this makes any sense. I don't understand it either. This isn't really water, I think, says Emma. There must be something in that cabin. Yes, let's go check it out. Alright. The water looks like it's not harmful, I suppose. Not a single drop sticks to us. This island, it's actually floating, but how? This lake, this water, just what are they? It's not locked. And they open the door. And there's an elevator with a phone beside it. This is yes, I've seen those in the picture books back at the house. It's an elevator. It seems to be an older model. But why is there an elevator in a place like this? I think that this elevator can take you to the human world. Maybe, says Emma. No way. Yeah, of course. After all we went through on the way here, there's no way it would be that easy, she laughs. And an old elevator of all things? And they're both just like laughing it off, and then they both get serious for a second. No, it's not as absurd as it sounds, says Lucas. The letter talked about going beyond mere safety. And if Minerva wanted us to come to this exact place, then what's the elevator for? This may well be the means to cross the border. So we found it. It's this elevator that stands before me, the way to the human world. We should try it out. It seems to be in order. First, the power. Here, there's a hole. And the mark of the owl. Alright. It's Morse code for pen again. So you have to insert it here, right? Alright. And then it turns on. Okay then. It's moving. If this really is a way to cross into the human world, if this elevator's really working and takes us to the other side, we can escape the demons right now, all of us. Lucas, that man, Violet and Oliver and all of their friends, Theo and all the children that were brought here. All of them can escape this horror. And after we bring Phil and the others, we too. Oh, please work. Please, please. And it says failure. Suspended? Oh no, what happened? It was working before it moved. We need this. And the phone rings. A telephone. Mystery beckons beyond this call. This is such a good arc. Holy damn. Sucks that I'm gonna have to leave the read through here. It's only been 30 minutes. Can I do one more? I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the Promised Neverland 72. I kind of want to get this video up as soon as possible, so I can't go too long with it, but I'll do one more. So it'll be 5, right? 69, 70, 71, and 70. Wait. I started at 68, never mind. So yeah, this will be the 5th one, so I'll end it here. But we have a weekly jump cover with Emma and Norman on the front here. And lots of soybeans for some reason. Devil's out, good luck in. Oh, it must be something to do with New Year's. Okay. And not Emma and Norman, Emma and Ray. I don't know why I always fuck that up. Okay, here we are. We have a color page. Let's go to the human world together. They bet their lives on the search for Minerva, and they found, for that next goal, A0863 Goldie Pond, a hunting park. Minerva wanted us to come to this lake, right? Not to the hunting park. Our destination point. Goldie Pond. Okay, I'm so hyped. And we have a huge 2-page color spread. Volume 7 on sale to rave reviews. Celebrate the great reception of the search for Minerva arc color illustration. Though heavy may be the weight of despair. And we see Emma and Violet and Lucas. Though danger may await all those who should dare. And there's Ray and the man. We will prevail. And we see Phil. That doesn't look like Isabella, though. So that's interesting. But that definitely looks like Phil. I wonder if she's been replaced. And this is the way they're revealing it. For our faith in our friends will never fail. Man, this is so good. Look at this 2-page spread, and we see the others that are back at the base. Chapter 72, Call. Oh, I'm so hyped. This has been the most hype read through for this series so far, I think. Either this or when they escaped. And the phone's ringing. Who's calling? From where? What do they want? A telephone, says Emma. She goes to pick it up. Hello? I love Lucas as such an Emma, too. It's so great. Hello. I'm William Minerva. What? Minerva? It's Minerva himself. I trust that you who picked up this phone are an escapee. I shall keep it short. Wait, is this First of all, I'm obligated to apologize to you. I'm sorry. The elevator that stands before you leads indeed here to the human world. However, it's not working anymore. So it was the way. This very elevator, was it a means to reach the world meant for us? If we had used it earlier, we would be on the human side now. But why did it stop working? Where are you right now? Says Emma. I don't know in which year you're listening to this when you broke free, but if you can listen to this recording, it means the elevator stopped moving. As I thought, a recording. It doesn't work anymore. The path has been closed. My own carelessness is to blame. I failed to predict that a trusted ally would betray the cause. Someone closed the way. Betrayal. The village that I built there at A0863 probably isn't safe anymore. After what that person did, it's probably been destroyed or else found out by them. Okay. So there's a lot more about the past to learn. Deepest lore. So Minerva built that village, and it wasn't meant for hunting at all. It was a safe place for us. But why? Why did he build such a large... I'd like to atone for my faults. My real name is James Raughtry. I'm a descendant of the clan who sealed the promise with them 1,000 years ago. Okay. I'm the 35th generation clan leader. The promise has been carried among us, generation after generation. We're tasked as conciliators between the two worlds, for the sake of keeping order in the human world. You human cattle have been forced to be sacrificed for thousands of years. Generations after generations, the promise was kept. I couldn't just abandon the duties that fell upon me. There would be consequences for the human world. However, I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't turn a blind eye to this horror. As a fellow human being, at last I decided to give you the chance of choosing your own future. So I inserted a code in the books destined for the plantations, assuming the alias of a fictional figure, William Minerva. Okay. This person. Their diagram's a Morse code, correct. Come to me if you need help. So it's our guidebook, huh? These are code books. William Minerva. It was a poor, deficient strategy, but even if only a few children would find it, I wanted to give them a safe place and a secret escape route, open to all who found it. But now the route has been closed, and the village too is probably unusable by now. In addition, after that person's plans were set in motion, my own clan is now targeting my life. Huh? I'm recording this on the 20th of March, 2031. When you listen to this, I'll probably already be gone. What? Minerva is dead. I'm so sorry. Still, we're not defeated yet. I don't have any intentions of letting them kill me, and I'm not the only one on your side either. Furthermore, that elevator isn't the only pathway through. The way forward is quite dangerous, yes, but there are numerous routes of escape. For example, the Gracefield House. Also, Glorybell, Grand Valley, and Goodwill Ridge. Huh? At the very least, the pathways that lie inside these 4 high-quality plantations are different from Goldie Pond. They can't be closed. Okay, because that was probably how the high-level plantations got humans in them to begin with. And that was how we saw the men before in, I think it was Krone's flashback? The men in lab coats or something like that? Or maybe it was Ray's flashback. So we know that there are humans there who maybe come from the human world. Interesting. Pathways that lie inside the plantations. And we still don't know totally about the whole mama system and everything. Choose now the future you wish to bring forth. If you'd like to escape here in secret, we will send supporters to help you. You and your comrades, if you have any, will be taken through some pathway or another. If, however, that's not what you want, if you feel like you must end the peace, break the promise, and destroy the warped system that protects this world, then destroy it. Raise a banner of war against them. The 2 worlds will then go back to how they were before. It would be kill or be killed. But who could blame you? I won't break the promise myself, but I won't stop you either, and neither will my allies. Stay hidden and escape with a small group, or unite all cattle humans and start a war. Is that it? However, if you can't see the future you want in either of those options, then Look for the 7 walls. Okay, somebody said that before, I think. The 7 walls, says Lucas. Oh, and that's what Musica said. That's what Musica said. I'm sorry, I can't speak it, I can't speak more. If you're interested, you can find the details in Marvin's Nest. All I need to tell you will be there. About everything so far, and about what comes next, too. Congratulations on coming this far. You probably had some horrible experiences along the way, and we have flashbacks for both of them, but you've overcome it all and managed to arrive here. I really wanted to hear your voice, and of your friends. You're probably with them, right? I wanted to see all your faces. There's a light. Seize it with your hands. Live. Oh, I'm starting to tear up because Emma's starting to shake. I'm praying for your success, and we see William Minerva's face. It's over. He's on our side, right? And he looks so much like Norman that, okay, here's some theories. Norman wasn't actually sacrificed. He was sent to live in Gracefield as sort of punishment because he was a descendant of William Minerva, and now they have taken him and are using him as the new head to hold up the promise. Deep lore predictions and theories. It's over. He's on our side, right? Minerva did all that for our sake. Man, this was the best chapter. I'm glad I kept reading. Yes, his atonement and the choice of our future. So this is what Minerva truly wanted. And everything connecting with what Musica said, this story is so good. He's on our side. I was consumed by doubts. I couldn't stop wondering why he would call us to such a place. But you're right. The situation had changed, and what happened to us wasn't what he had planned. The situation was Minerva dead all along, so he was betrayed, and that's why Goldie Pond has become this, right? What's more, the location of the pathways is Gracefield House. I can't believe that the route to the human world was right there in the place we worked so hard to escape from. But at the same point, I want to know what's up with the nest and the 7 walls. We'll have to see. Yes, but now we know that there's a way to cross the barrier and where it is, and we also have allies. And I wonder who else are their allies. And we have Lucas talking here. This is wonderful. Now I can hope. After leaving this place, I know there's a way forward for these kids and all the others and my friends. Lucas, that time there's nothing more to hold me back from bringing this place down. And then Emma looks. We're going to take charge of our future, and for that we need to go to Marvin's Nest. That hint is something which only the escapees can understand. In Minerva's fantasy novel, the adventure log of Ugo, there's a lemur animal companion, Marvin, and there's a place in which he loves to sleep. Okay, inside the drawers. In there we should find all the details Minerva need us to know, and it'll be hidden. I bet they're empty, somebody already took it. The pathways through the worlds, our allies, and the 7 walls. The final message will now be revealed. All the answers are in there. I'm opening it. Like I said, my predictions are it's going to be empty, but I'm going to end this here because that was such a great chapter, and I know that next one, whether it's empty or not, is going to be another big good lore chapter. This is the best arc. I thought the escape arc was great, and then between the escape arc and what was going on now, I was kind of unsure, but Goldie Pond, God tier. Chapter 72, the best chapter so far. Oh my god, I was tearing up. That was so good. I'm going to end this here, though. So if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, what you thought of my thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more. The Promised Neverland, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you up to there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. So yeah, and if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there about this or anything else on the channel, then just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.